With your sailing?
Oh, very early days was back in Scotland,
Yeah.
Sailing on a 12-foot Enterprise boat in the summertime during school, and came to Australia as a 16-year-old and yearned to have a vessel living in this sort of water-bound country, but didn't happen until my wife and I were in our 20s. We had our first boat in Australia, which was an investigator, a trailer sailor, 21-foot trailer sailor. He talked us into a beautiful brand new second hull for the North Shore 34, and we very proudly owned that vessel for 3 or 4 years. The kids, it was their second home. They spent all their weekends and birthday parties and what have you on it. Then of course it was foot's disease. We decided we needed something slightly bigger, so we ventured with Bob and his then partner Jeff into the first hull of a North Shore 370, which again was a lovely boat, and we enjoyed that for 3 or 4 years, and then we took a break. It was a shared boat with my partner. We needed a bigger boat. We had a 44-foot Bavaria for another 3 years. But having had 4 new boats, the one particular thing that we really were looking for was just something different, something with a bit of character in it. We didn't want another white, plasticky looking vessel, as our previous 2 kind of were, production boats. We tire kicked around with the idea of an old classic boat and realised that the skill level to maintain such a thing just wasn't there. And Bob had introduced us the idea of the Moody 45 Classic.
So tell me, when you first stepped on it, what was it like?
It was, wow, this is exactly what we wanted. The classic look of the boat, the point of difference. I mean, we're not die-hard sailors. We enjoy sailing. We started to do a little bit of club racing thanks to the assistance of the guys at Windcraft. Rick and Bob have been out with us a few times. It's an easy boat to sail, and we were very surprised, I must say, on the few little club races we did, and also the Hansa Rally Day, just as to how well this boat performed. It, in light winds and in 20-knot winds, it performed amazingly well.
Fantastic. And how many crew did you have on for that?
When we've done the twilights, some nights we've gone out just with 2 or 3 of us. On the Hansa Rally Day, we had 2 people seriously watching the boat, and everyone else was drinking and having fun.
So, and you still did okay?
Yeah, we still did very well.
So do you find you can pretty much sail a single-handed?
I can. I enjoy taking it out by myself. I enjoy the features that the boat's got of bringing everything back into this area. And of course, the electric winches is a first for our family. The self-tacking head sail, like most people would have, we thought, it's not going to be any good, but okay, we'll give it a try anyway, and it's brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant. Not just from an ease of use point of view, but from a performance point of view as well. It astounded us how well it performs.
Brilliant. Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
So no, from a requirement point of view, it sort of ticked every box and still does. We're going to put a couple more toys on it when we can afford it, but it's a very well equipped chart plotter and AIS and so on. But it's a very well equipped boat. It's like buying a Lexus, I guess, where you don't need to sit there with the dealer and tick all these boxes. It just comes so well fitted that it's been brilliant. We made the decision to buy the boat. I was lucky enough to enjoy a visit to the factory in Germany.
Oh, cool.
In Gresfeld, and it was just literally coincidence that Pete and a couple of the other guys from Windcraft in the harbour and Rick also were there. So the five of us enjoyed a nice social time meeting the owners of the Hansa Group and also seeing this particular vessel in its finished form in the factory, which was very exciting.
Wow, that would have been awesome.
So it's been a great start. Yeah, I've also been to a couple of the other boat building factories in Europe, and I must say I was a little apprehensive before I got there because I had listened to all the explanation about how a Moody is built differently to most production boats, and to be brutally honest, I thought, look, good marketing, but it's probably not quite right, but it doesn't matter anyway. And then when I got to the factory, I find this massive shipyard broken up into two totally separate divisions. We went through the Hansa factory and saw the production line style of boat building, and then we went into the Moody factory and were just amazed at what the contrast was, that they are just two totally different products, and the marketing was all accurate.
Okay.
So,
and tell me, when you in there and watching the Moody's being built, what's different? I mean, is it this island building where they do? How does it work?
It's hand built. It's built by a bunch of characters who are dedicated to this vessel and this style of vessel.
Okay. And that's what's happening every weekend. They're all coming sailing.
26-year-olds, the 24-year-olds, the 21-year-olds, wives, partners, girlfriends. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So it's a bit like the old adage of families that ski together stick together.
Yeah.
We find that families that sail together also tend to stick together. So it's been a wonderful family thing to have.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome.